Here we go. It's about that time, folks. We are live and direct. I'm on the road. Lindy is home. And at Eric Lindquist at Shander Bets, free bets galore. She got game, meaning Petty Queen and June are going to join us. It's not just
Let's
Petty
go.
who's going to pop in. Yeah, I'm excited for this one, my friend. We've got free picks. We've got some boosts to look at. In fact, a bunch of different boosts across the board. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. I had an awesome morning. Just keep hitting every bet. It's like ended up on Boston and LA over 9.5 last night. Cashed in the top of the second. Had over 1.5 total bases for Abreu. That cashes. Had over 2.5 Ks for for DL Hall. He's an absolute goat, so I should treat his name as such. And the home runs keep hitting. I mean, it's just been a really good couple of weeks. So trying to keep that rocking for the people.
Well, good for you. I mean, that's what people want. People want jacks. People want free shit. They want on Twitter. They want the Discord. Your absolute, the Twitter stuff is picking up. The dongs, right, that you got coming out. You got something with Modi today too?
And maybe tomorrow. We were just talking through, maybe getting on a little bonus bombs action. Yesterday, Gambling God goes yard for us, Bobby Witt Jr. So that was nice to be tailing. I had kind of circled him. I talked about Kansas City, cashed Kansas City team total over 3.5 and over 4.5. Had those puppies in there yesterday too. They end up putting up a 10 spot. So I don't know. It's this time of year every year, like right around Memorial Day, after Memorial Day, everything starts going correctly for me in MLB. Whereas for like 2 months, it's like, do I even know the sport that I'm betting on? Which, if you haven't had those feelings betting MLB, you probably haven't done this long enough, but definitely makes you dig your heels in a little bit, put in the work. And it's nice to see some big W's coming through as a result.
All right, we got a couple of free plays to look at. What's up, Joey? We see you guys in here. Viral as well. 2 cents. We got a couple of free plays to look at. We'll see if we have one or two that we can dissect. I also want to get to these boosts here and maybe use Portfolio EV if we can pull a leg, depending on where we want to go there. So let's see what we have at the very least on the big board. So game one of the NHL Cup final, I actually have a collab that I was supposed to put out, but I'm basically on the road for a reason, not just for vacation here. If you think so, Mr. Lindquist.
Running away?
No, trust me. If I was running, you wouldn't hear my kids or any craziness or shit going on here. But with that said, I don't know much. I mean, there's one thing that I really like in this game, and that was the over. But I'm really deferring in general, right? Like we've got a couple of guys, Jake Hari, super sharp guys on our end that know the sport. But right away, if you look at it here, this is a pretty good start to it. Bet Baba, NHL parlay here, just a 2-legger. Just give me 25 saves from Bob and the Oilers winning the first period. That's it. And you get that boosted to 641. That seems so reasonable.
I didn't even look at what the puck line or how many goals are we expecting? What's the over under in this?
6.5. It's
okay. Got to 6.
Now.
Yeah,
plus money on the over, but it's probably close to even money, if not a couple of books laying now on the over. It was 5.5 or 6, I should say. It's been moving up and down from 6 to 6.5.
Gotcha. And I mean, that's kind of where I would expect it to be. I'm usually just kind of doing my NHL in the shadows from time to time. I don't think I've ever posted an NHL play in my entire life. You wouldn't want that from me. Usually tailing you, Jake Hari, whomever has some good hockey insights. Bobrovsky, I mean, 24.5 saves. You basically are trying to look at any way of inflating it. Is Edmonton puck line so good that you need to play these two together? That's the question that I have for you, where like the puck line just feels like a variable, but obviously there's slight miniature correlation because, if there's going to be enough shots on goal to provide 25 saves, hopefully those come early on. And Edmonton, you're expecting to be somewhat offensive. You're not going to see their offense just basically shut down across the blue line. So I'll defer to you. I have no takes.
I think this is fine for me. I mean, I just love the number that we're getting, and I get it that there's some sense of correlation here that it doesn't look like we're getting punished by, right? As far as those two things would make sense. I mean, plus 641 again on that line. Let's put it in. Let's see what we have. Jays plus 1.5.
428 true value. I mean, these are the things that I do every day because it's home run. So you're inside of a 20% expected win percentage, but obviously you're getting paid as though it's like 10, 12%. So like,
right.
That's very
the boost
useful.
Helps.
The boost
clearly.
Helps. Yes.
Right. Absolutely, man. Is that right? BMW X5. He specifically went X5 for a reason, man. I'm telling you.
Or he's an extra in West Side Story. Could be doing that too.
Been told that before myself. Other part of this here is Pete Shepard. Rookers away, lefties splits. Is that a Lowe or Lowry?
Brandon Lowe, yeah. Nate Lowe, Brandon Lowe. Nate Lowe,
Brendan Lowry.
Lowe, Brandon Lowe. Yeah, I always have to like do that multiple times just to get my brain working with it. I do not like Knocker, obviously.
Can we go Jays here? Can we go Jays plus 1.5?
Nope. I'm on Philly. I got closing line value already. Minus 102.
Did you think I forgot the conversation we just had before the show? I can't believe it. I mean, thanks to Dr. Chow and the crew over there at SIC just for putting this out. I love 3-star play minus 175 over at MGM. Why? What is it in Mick Abel that you seem to trust, that you seem to believe in? Because let me tell you something, because I'm here in Philadelphia, and granted, this is going to fit every single possible sports stereotype out there, but there are a lot of folks that may surprise you here that don't believe Mick Abel is the second coming of Sandy Koufax.
Yeah, well, Mick Abel had one start. It looked really, really good. I'm not even going to refer to that because I definitely think that that's trappy to look at that. It's Pittsburgh. We know that Pittsburgh's about as inept as it gets, especially for a strikeout pitcher and not going to have to worry about people chasing. This is definitely a much more terrifying spot. But what I basically see is Mick Abel up against Jose Barrios. And when you have a known quantity up against an unknown quantity, and the unknown quantity has the Philly offense with a bunch of lefties going up against Barrios, and I mean, I'm not saying that the righties and Turner and Bohm and whomever else can't get to him either, because they certainly can. He gives up power to everybody, but I just feel so much more comfortable with a Mick Abel. When you talk about what he has been doing limiting contact in the minors, he's given up more than 4 hits once since the first week of the of the AAA season. I think that's pretty insane. Now, the walks are concerning at AAA. The walks can get you in trouble, but you look at the speed path. I mean, Clase, Jimenez, Miles Strachan, that's about it. Like, there's not a ton of speed that's in the projected lineup today. That's definitely not going to move anybody up in the order to account for it. So I think Abel's actually running pretty good as far as the matchup, and the line's kind of agreed. I mean, I got this at minus 102 yesterday. I saw some places like minus 120. They definitely flipped to the favorite for a reason. I can't hear you. You're on mute. It's okay.
Unbelievable here. You know, we're about to bring on a pretty big guest right now, and she's just sitting here like this is insane. These guys have no fucking clue what they're talking about. And then the other guy I can't even hear.
Wow.
EMAC, pick Nick. He will be able, of course. I mean, this man that's not even a dad joke. That's a grandfather joke. You are showing your age. EMAC, stellar work. Last 3 starts of Iron Pigs. Look, I'm not denying it by any means. All right, we're not going to waste a ton of time here on Mick Abel by any means. We still need to build a show parlay. There is a massive boost I want to come back to as well. And I guess we can go MLB, right? There is a parlay thing here, but I'm also intrigued by the NHL. Maybe we'll go to PEV on that stage by all means. All right. So from that, we'll show you how easy it is. Because if you go up here and find insiders, you can go to She Got Game right away. And you'll see both Petty and Auntie who are in the house. And now here you go, man. See, I told you the 4-person, box is not going to work because despite not having the cam on, it's still like Auntie deserves. Do you see the heater she's on? She deserves far better than having a half block. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to leave and come back. I should go to the bottom then. Let's push them to the middle.
If anything, I'll right. Hold on a second. Hold on. See, this is what we deal with here. This is the type of show here that we have. I don't know where Eric went, but Petty Queen, Auntie, June in the house. We appreciate you. I know you rebranded, but it pops up here as Auntie,
It's
so I
Janae.
wasn't sure.
No, you could, but you can call me Auntie. I tried the rebrand. That didn't fly well. Everyone's like, no, keep it Auntie. So we'll keep it that way.
Okay. All good. Absolutely. Of course, the two headliners here. She Got Game. Fantastic, friendly, open, helpful, informative community. That's just part of it. Y'all are crushing it when it comes to playback. There's Petty Queen teaching class. Y'all are teaching class, right? So it's just really cool. We appreciate you guys having time, because I'm sure that this is in between maybe 4 or 5 pieces of content that you're putting out in some regard today. So what's up, Petty? It's been a bit.
What up? Yeah, while you're talking about it, we are kind of live streaming this to the playback room as we are as well. Taking a little break here and streaming live with y'all as well. But
what a hustle. I love it. The grind here is just incredible.
Well, thanks for coming and kicking it with us. Obviously, huge MLB slate. We got some NHL tonight. I'm not concerned about that. That's not my streets. NBA tomorrow, I suppose. But MLB taking front stage center right from the get-go. I mean, we might as well just start talking plays, because obviously this is Tails. We're talking all the plays that we've got going here. Anything for the people that we can throw out there that you're interested to be wagering on this evening?
I'll start real quick. I think my favorite play of the day is going to be Carantini for 2 bases.
Ooh. Houston
Nice.
and Pittsburgh. I love this.
Yeah, you could take him for a double. He might even go yard. I know the pitcher's giving it up to lefties, and he's seeing the mix well. So I really like him for 2 bases today.
That was super quick and efficient, and not where I thought we were going to be going. So I'm pretty excited about that one.
What did you think? Do you think they're going to give out a home run here? This is their secret sauce.
I absolutely
right?
love it. No, the specificity is what I absolutely love right from the get-go, because, sometimes it's like, oh, we'll put them under the gun. We'll see what. No, better answer than I could possibly provide in a million years. So I don't know what I'm doing on this panel, but here we are. Anything else that we want to be firing up here?
I'm sure they have. You have to understand, though, they are like you just talked about it as far as coming into this season, slow start, figuring out what the hell's going on. And now all of a sudden, just like, I can't even get close to you, right? Because of the heat that's emanating, if you will. I don't think
that's why you have a short sleeve on.
Like, I don't think they've come down from the jump. Every day there is one of you two, if not both, or there's a collab that's happening. So we need to get inside the brain somehow of what's going on between these two and how they are just mining home run pick after home run pick, Petty.
Yeah, well, all I could tell y'all is come to class.
That's my girl, because I be trying to give out sauce, and she be like, sis.
I saw that. She had to pull the rein. You were giving out the list too many days in a row.
We had almost had 100% hit rate on that list on Monday. I don't know if y'all saw that. It was really nice.
My hands are sweaty. You said come to class, and I was like getting yelled at again by my teachers. But
no.
Look at me now. I'm doing math every day. So
it's not your conventional. It's not going to be your conventional class. Obviously, my name is Petty Queen, so I do bring the petty vibes, the petty energy. I be in there crashing out on players. If anybody watching saw Kerry Carpenter go yard 3 days ago, you're welcome. I crashed out on him for about a good 15 minutes and told him that if he sold my parlay by 1 home run career, like my futures, that I was going to hunt him down. And then he went out there and hit 3 bombs. So, we bring petty vibes, energy, all kind of things, but we also teach, like how we find these home runs. We also teach how we find bases, how we find doubles, how we find RBIs. I also, we do a lot of discrepancy plays, those kinds of things. We teach, some of the secrets of the game, like all kinds of things like that. Honestly, one of my favorite players today is going to be Corbin Carroll. I would probably suggest just his bases. I know it is a lefty-lefty matchup, but the last time he faced Chris Sale, he hit a triple off of him. So I do think he could do that again, and he's hot as hell right now. I've been preaching 30-plus home runs from my boy since February, and he is doing the damn thing.
Yeah, he's incredible. Corbin Carroll is one of my favorite baseball players, California's finest, and shown out in the desert. That's for sure. He is a well-oiled machine, speed power combo. I'd like Byron Buxton to just stay healthy, my Minnesota Twins, and we'll probably get the same from him from the right side. But no doubt, Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte yesterday, absolute nuclear bombs. And yeah, Chris Sale, you get to go up against today. Definitely doesn't feel as good having Merrill Kelly on the mound this time around, but definitely see what you see with Corbin Carroll. He is a special baseball talent for sure.
Oh yeah, please don't remind me about my shitty pitchers. Excuse my language, but please don't remind me about my
Diamondbacks. Go nuts.
They're so bad.
Yeah. Well, number one in the run department last year, and it went all 162 games before you ended up getting the most unfortunate split with the Mets in Atlanta last year, where it was like, oh, well, now we clinched, and then the other team got to clinch coming back. Oh, that is so beautiful in the purple. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Arizona D-backs, baby.
Let's wow.
I love that so much. God, is that beautiful. I think the purples might be it's a top 3 uniform for me. I think old school Mariners, just because of Ken Griffey Jr., is so hard for me not to love. Dead last are the Yankee uniforms. What are we even doing here? But I absolutely love Corbin Carroll in those purples. But
yes,
that is neither here nor there.
I also love Gurriel in them purples. It gives him a little bit of powers because, that's his favorite color.
Yeah, he just put a lefty on the mound, put him in purple, and call it a day.
That part, and it's today. Well, I don't know. They won't be wearing purple, but he is facing a lefty. He does look pretty good today. Him and Gabby.
That ballpark just scares me so much. It's just a cavern out to left, but I'm excited about that game specifically just to watch it. That's for sure. You got anything, Eitan, for today? We want to throw a parlay together. Is that kind of what we're going to?
Yeah. We're absolutely going to do that. I just wanted to, as we run through in the background, of course, some more free plays here. We're going to get, it looks like, and I was doing that right now, just adding these 2 plays, right? Because we're going to add these 2, one already, actually both, pardon me. So I was just going to add the second one here. But yeah, real quick, if you can, just Petty, if you want to run through, right, Twitter, Discord, all of that. We'll do it again, but just to let people know who have popped in, some new folks popping here now, just the best way to find y'all. Of course, we know on Tails right here, She Got Game. You'll see it right away at the top. Shows you how easy it is to jump in, subscribe monthly, weekly, jump into the Discord. That's popping as well. Class, everything you want to populate right now, get it out.
Yeah. We do classes in session on playback.tv. It's completely free. You're going to find us under classes in session on playback.tv. The actual link is Shoddy Be Sniping with no G. And then on X, you can find us at XO She Got Game on Twitter. You can find me personally at Petty Queen BBW on Twitter. And you can find Auntie at Phoenix with a 3911 on Twitter as well.
Got it. Again, right there is where it is. Not sure where it went. On Tails. Got you.
And we do have a monthly package and a weekly package if you just want to come try it out for a week.
Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Appreciate it for sure. All right, so let's just make sure that we got it, right? It's Carroll, 2+ total bags. Caratini, 2+ total bags, correct? Those are your top plays, respectively, with Petty and Auntie tonight.
That's correct.
Those were the 2 we gave, yes.
Okay, great. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'll add, and I laugh because I don't know if he's going to this game or not. I know it's moved at least at the half. I mean, I'm fine, honestly, looking at it, taking a little bit less because we're going to play this as a parlay. So I'm going to take the over 8.5 in this Phillies Blue Jays game. Mick Abel, we'll see. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Eric's going to have a big smile on his face if Abel mows down 10 guys and limits the Jays to nothing. I've got a couple of guys on Toronto I've looked at here. I'm not buying. I'm telling you, I'm in Philly, all right? I'm not buying this Abel hype, what have you. I'll go over 8.5, which brings us right now, and I'm building this over on Onyx, so once it's built, you can shop. But right now, we're at plus 794 with 1 to go.
It never gets better. It never does. It only
silence from the professionals. You know,
it only gets worse every day.
And they're streaming this. I guarantee you that didn't make 6 seconds, that clip, before Auntie stepped in and just hit the button and canceled the co-stream. It's just like, we can't send this to our audience.
I'm in so much pain.
Oh my God. Okay. I was like, what is going on?
I didn't know what was going on either. I was confused.
Yeah, it's just me everybody, in John Cena gear. Yeah, and I'm not even a wrestling fan, but this is what I've been pinned to. So here we are.
Oh my!
We're gonna. It's a terrible game environment for this pitcher specifically, but I strongly disagree with the number. Zebby Matthews over 5.5 strikeouts, and probably 80% of my strikeout plays this season have been unders, and I don't know what's gotten into me the last week or so, but I've definitely been on an overkick. And Zebby Matthews. He gives up fly ball contact, which is freaky as all hell when you get into this ballpark in Sacramento. But this A's lineup, the current iteration of it is just starting to strike out more and more and more. And Jacob Wilson being back in is kind of a disaster. He should be batting second here today. That's not going to be very helpful when it comes to strikeouts. But you know it is? Tyler Soderstrom and Lawrence Butler at the top of this thing, batting first and fourth respectively. We're going to get north of 25% strikeout rates against them. We also look at some of the off-speed offerings. Now, Zebby Matthews was known coming up with my Twins as a changeup specialist. And, well, he barely throws a changeup anymore, sub 5%. But he's added a lot more sliders to his mix at AAA. And it is getting tons of swing and miss now at the big league level. 33.9% K rate, getting north of a 48% whiff percentage on that slider. You throw that incessantly to Butler and Soderstrom, you're going to get swing and miss at the top of them. Get 3 times through this lineup. Like 2.5, I suppose. Just get me through the top half of that. Again, I don't see how 5.5 is the number. I would be putting this at 6.5 with plus money potentially towards that under. So over 5.5, sitting minus. Where is it? We're going bet 365, Eitan.
No, I'm in Jersey, so I can't.
You're in Jersey, all right. So then DK, minus 110,
Onyx.
minus 112 on FanDuel.
Well, I got a 25% boost on Onyx, so I'm going to apply that here.
Go team. Go team.
There you go. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. One more time. Let's get it up. Tails is the best place here to get all the picks, get into the Discord. Class is in session. Twitter as well across the board. I appreciate y'all both. Is there anything else we can get out? Is there anything else we can hit on for y'all?
I think that covered everything. We appreciate you for letting us come on your platform. Thank you so much.
Oh, you guys are the best.
Appreciate whoever Slim in the chat is, who said those girls are really sharp. Appreciate you.
There you go, Slim.
They know ball. They know ball. That's what it comes down to. Oh, and playback.tv/ what was it one more time for the people? I had somebody ask me.
Shoddy be sniping without a G. So Shoddy be sniping without a G.
There we go. Had somebody ask me
in the classroom. Appreciate y'all for having us. You have a great day.
Right. You appreciate y'all for sure.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much.
That's Auntie and Petty right there.
Awesome. An Arizona Diamondback fan. I didn't have any idea, but
she's
a lot of my time in Scottsdale. Got to get to Chase Field here in the next week or so. When it's 110 out.
Yep.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's warm.
Just wanted to go back and see real quick. Top the free picks page. Oh, there you go. Torkelson RBI. All right. So I built this, and admittedly, because I was in the middle of talking to everybody with you, and somehow, some way, I must have accidentally hit the Yankees money line. So the good news is that I did not yet claim the 25% same game parlay. We can use that still for this. The bad news is that for some reason I now have a 5-leg parlay active, which was the 4 legs that we created in the freaking Yankees money line. So watch them both hit after I talk my shit here. But we've got a pretty good parlay. All right, so let's do this. I'll finish this over 5.5 for Zebby, and then I mentioned the over 8.5 there. We've got a couple of things we need to look at, including a boost or 2 if you want. And I was thinking, why don't we look at this and combine it? We're going to run a parlay anyway, right? So we got our plus money plays. Let's just look at this. All right, so we'll take a break real quick from our free picks and just show you over here the parlay builder. We've got boosts across boosts today, right? A lot of it is going to be in the NHL. So if you just look at today, I imagine that's probably the easiest thing to do, unless, of course, right? And a couple of these boosts I've used, but unless you wanted to use that 30% parlay boost over on FanDuel, that could be pretty interesting, man. That's an MLB 3 separate legs, right? So that could be interesting. And maybe we should do that. And then just add, here we go. We'll just take one from FanDuel that maybe you like. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
All right. So we're at MLB. You give me, let's look at 2 right now. Okay. Or first off, either of the, I mean, look, Melton at plus 180, although you're still looking at plus 136 for Schmidt, the Schmitter. Do either of these appeal to you?
Yeah. I don't even know who Jacob Melton is off the top of my head. And I just plugged him into my sheet. So I'm taking a look and waiting for it to spin out and spit something out. I don't love the Clark Schmidt under 4.5 against right-handed pitching. You're going to see Cleveland with Kyle Manzardo in the lineup. That's a 27% K rate. Bo Naylor, 27% K rate. Nolan Jones, 26.4% K rate. I think that looks pretty darn efficient. Gabriel Arias, we'll see if he ends up in that lineup. It's going to come down to a game time decision on what that lineup rolls out like. So we're going to stay away from the Schmitty. And Jacob Melton is a no from me. You're muted again. It's all right.
Sorry, there's a guy who was blowing leaves all of a sudden at 3:28 on a Tuesday. Seems bad. So here's the thing. All right, we don't have anything on the parlay builder. That's fine. Let's remove it all, right? Remove it all and just see what we can find here that we can transfer over and then boost, right? And I'll stay away from the exchanges and just see if we can target something. Now, again, I don't think adding a home run here is necessarily the play. And you see a lot of exchange stuff is popping up. Hard Rock, right? Like either of these guys, Edgar Cuero or Chase Mydrak. Yeah. SGA, we can hold off because it's not going to be tomorrow. Same thing with the top.
I'm hoping not, because my plus money play was going to be Gibson Long under 3.5 strikeouts.
Okay. Well, hold on a second. Before we get to that, do you want to go Michael Garcia under 1.5?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that one. Michael Garcia.
We can't go under on FanDuel. Sorry, we can't go under.
Gotcha.
It's just plus. So that's the thing. We would have to see, is there anything other than...
Is there anything popping up at the top there? Topping up, portfolio EV plays, looking at it. A lot of exchanges popping up with some EV today. I mean, that is just a crazy amount today.
All right, what about Gusto here? Earn runs. Now, forget it. Again, is there anything just to target around him? We can build off the tool here, right? I can just see what we have as far as pitcher is concerned.
Ryan Gusto's not good, but Pittsburgh offense is really, really bad. And as far as run creation, they've been so brutal that I think there's merit to just being on that under. And I get that somebody's posting it and you're trying to figure out, all right, there's this, there's that. There's a lot that goes into it. Somebody decided to put $3,000 in equity there on this number. And I kind of don't agree with it. So, I mean, you want to slice off a piece of that? I'd be more than happy to it. Under earned runs. I mean, once again, Ryan Gusto's not good, but when there's that much money in it, could also be an ARB opportunity. There could be a lot of other things going on there. So I don't want to say it is what it isn't, but I think it's an advantageous play getting minus 123 under 2.5 in PNC.
All right. So we can't do earned runs. We can do Ks at 4.5 or outs recorded at 14.5.
Yeah, we could go towards, under 2.5. One of the paths is just he gets clean 15. So I do think that's probably your best bet. Just working through it a little bit because it's such a weird deal here. I do not expect Ryan Gusto to go completely nuts, but outs. Let me double check. I do think the outs are advantageous. So we'll go over 14.5 outs for him.
By the way, how long were you going to tell me that we were playing the? Look at this. We had the slop thing going for the whole time here.
It's okay. It's just you doing your thing. The bottom.
So you want to go out under 14.5?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. That's fine. Now we need 2 plays, right? And we can go 1, 2, what have you. In fact, do you want to make this? Do you want to combine it all, the plus money play into this as well? Do you want to take that and fold it in here?
But I have an under on strikeouts, so they're not going to let us, right?
Yeah, they will. They'll let us.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, let's do it.
So give me what you got.
Gibson Long under 3.5 strikeouts plus 130 over at Onyx.
Gibson Long.
Mm-hmm.
Under 3.5.
Career right? Gibson Long. He's going to be getting an opportunity against the White Sox to kind of like prove if he deserves to be in the back half of this rotation. And Detroit is a team going places. The White Sox are not, but Gibson Long.
He's not even up here yet. Shit. Okay. You give it out as your plus money play. That's fine. We'll figure something else out.
Well, it's just a question of like, how far into this game is he going to pitch? Like it's been 2 years since we've seen him in the big leagues. And it's just a weird number to be getting. And the White Sox have a pretty good strikeout immune lineup. Like it's a lineup that isn't good, obviously, but when they roll it out every single day, they buried Robert to the 7 hole. Taylor has been in like the 8 or 9 hole. And then Mydroth, 11% strikeout rate. Tauchman has been leading off 16.7. Cuero, 16.7. Vargas, 17.5. I mean, you just kind of work through these individual hitters. There's not a lot of strikeout opportunity for a guy like Long who shouldn't be crazy long for this game.
All right. Locked in Gibson Long. And you said the under, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that's 3.5?
Under. Yep.
Okay. What's the number that you have? Because he's not up here yet.
Plus 130.
Okay. Awesome. All right. We'll lock that in. For me, I'm just going to take the push this right now. Again, I hate getting to 7, and you're rarely going to get a good number. It's probably not even a fair number. Maybe you can shop it for a better one. That's fine. Again, I'm limited to where I am. But I'm going to take Cade Povich 7+ Ks. He could easily lose this game. There could easily be some sort of fall off here. But Seattle at home against this guy, I don't trust it. I don't think that he's got it in him. And we've seen, again, some firepower come from. And look, that's all he does, right? Like he's not going to work great to contact. He's going to give up some jacks. Cal Raleigh, he might give up 2 homers and K a guy twice if he's fortunate enough to see him that long. But I don't. Look, I think he can get us 7 Ks at plus 200. So I'll take a shot there. All right. Anything you want to get out on the way out?
No, it's been a fantastic morning here, betting in the old Tails community. I'm thinking Gibson's going to have 6 Ks. I really, really hope not. But obviously, when you're putting a plus money play, it's not like I'm projecting. I just have it closer to like a 50-50 line. And I'm getting plus 130 to find out. That's advantaged me in that direction. But he could definitely strike out 6. I hope he doesn't. And again, I'm going to lose the same amount of money if he goes for 4 or if he goes for 6. So I'm going to find out very quickly.
Awesome. At Eric Lindquist, at Shander Show. Appreciate everybody. As you saw how PEV works in the background. These are the free plays that we've run through. A bunch of new cappers that we've added to the community that are popping in. There's Gambling God right there. Popping in with that. After that, with Bo Bichette, Jack. So appreciate
Bobby
everybody.
Witt,
Bobby Witt. I apologize. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, 3:00 Eastern. See ya.